No need for their rules, I break the mold. In my truth I'm bold, I'm a force to behold. My path's mine to choose, my story to tell. In this world, I'll be fabulous, I'll be real. Bitch, I'm fabulous. I'm fabulous, I'm fabulous. I'm fabulous. Bitch, I'm fabulous. I'm fabulous, I'm fabulous. Bitch, I'm fabulous. I'm fabulous, I'm fabulous. Oh.
Bitch, I'm fabulous. Stephanie's Detainment. Mood I von Morperson calls this detained. I'm starting a Yelp for criminals. Kidnapping, couture, and a party that still needs sushi. Ambience, urban noise, trunkichos, and lip gloss you can smell through the phone. Incoming call, Stephanie Felix. Answer. Felix was walking through the city, mid-sip of his lavender iced espresso with coconut milk, when his phone lit up with Stephanie's face. He smiled. Hey darling. You alive? Stephanie's voice was crisp, composed, and carrying just enough static to sound enclosed? Oh, Felix, I'm so glad you picked up. Quick thing, I need you to check on the sushi for the merger dinner. Also, I may be currently detained. Felix stopped walking. Detained? Yes, she said lightly, in a trunk of a car. It's moving. The suspension is terrible. I swear, every pothole in New York is introducing itself personally. Felix nearly dropped his drink. I'm sorry, what? You're in a trunk? Yes, she said again, completely unfazed. Honestly, I've had worse Uber rides. These shocks are a hate crime. I think I bruised a kidney 5 blocks ago. Felix was already jogging down the street, dodging a bike messenger and screaming at his phone. As he ran, he caught a glimpse of himself in a storefront window, wild-eyed, espresso-splashed, hair defying gravity, and somehow impossibly still impeccable. Without missing a beat, Felix threw his head back and screamed at his own reflection. Shaka Khan, I am impeccable, even while I'm chasing a socialite strapped in a trunk. Pedestrians jumped. A tiny chihuahua barked from the safety of a handbag. Somewhere, a car alarm gave a tragic honk. From across the street, a man in a battered Mets jersey clapped wildly and screamed, Anita Baker! Felix gave a breathless, regal nod, like he had just been knighted by chaos. At that exact moment, a skateboarder zipped past him, shouting, Pointer Sisters energy! Perfect timing. Just as Felix hit a massive puddle, he jumped, a full-body, deranged ballerina leap, arms flailing, sandals slapping the air. His phone still pinned against his ear. Stephanie's voice crackled back in. Felix shouting mid-air, I'm so excited. He landed somehow upright, chest heaving, dignity battered but still technically alive. Felix, half laughing under his breath. Wrong divas, right energy. Stephanie rummaged through the trunk, muttering as she dug. Who are you talking to, Felix? She asked, calm and collected. My inner voice, Felix said, dry as dust. Stephanie didn't even look up. Focus, Felix. I would never joke about a mid-price sedan with this kind of bounce, she huffed. I'm telling you, Felix. This vehicle is offensive. I deserve better criminals. Felix was already jogging down the street, high-fiving a man with a sign that read, The rich don't need another tax cut. The working poor just want to be middle class, and screaming into his phone. Stephanie, this is not normal. You're kidnapped, she sighed. I prefer the term temporarily detained. It sounds less crunchy. Felix's voice hit a new octave. Do you know who did this? Are you okay? Are you safe? Can you breathe? Oh, I'm fine. I can breathe. I've got signal. I'm working with what I've got. Stephanie, still rummaging in the trunk. Just your average corporate sabotage. Last week alone, got locked in the supply closet, hotwired the Wi-Fi, crashed that signal chat, you know, the one that leaked war plans and ruined at least 3 governments. And yes, I launched a few bombs of my own. Don't worry, mine only hit ugly buildings. Closed the deal from my watch, forced the company to adopt its first inclusive policy mid-crisis, shared a banana bread recipe with someone in China, negotiated. Cheaper copy paper in the US unorganized the company picnic for the next 2 years and implemented a first-in, first-out policy for the paper clips. Because even sabotage needs structure. God, I hope somebody locks me in HR next month, because that place could really use some help. There was a metallic clatter, followed by a grunt. I've almost got the trunk latch open with an earring. Felix's jaw dropped. An earring? No, Felix. A vintage Oscar de la Renta earring. I'm not a savage. Well, she said matter-of-factly, I wasn't going to use my nails. They're gels, Felix. He stopped cold. Okay, I'm calling the cops. I'm calling Alta. No, not Alta. She'll want to hire a caterer and turn this into an event. Stephanie grunted softly. No need. This lock is a joke. You'd think if corporate America was going to kidnap me, they'd at least do it in a luxury vehicle with decent acoustics. This feels like someone's cousin borrowed their mom's car for a felony. Felix was vibrating with stress. Stephanie, this is not funny. Felix, she said calmly, I am literally picking my way out of a moving vehicle. You know what I call that? What? Tuesday. Felix groaned so hard it echoed. Stephanie, this has never happened before. You can't normalize being kidnapped just because the ride is janky. Oh honey, I'm not normalizing it, I'm critiquing it. Another clunk. Bingo, I'm out. The call ended. 30 seconds later, Felix's phone buzzed again. A text from Stephanie, the dinner is still on, get it together, I'm free. Below that, a blurry selfie of her in an alley, holding a single earring and looking flawless. Felix stared at the screen. He whispered to himself, I need new friends. Then he muttered, cancel my afternoon. I apparently have to plan a party, rescue a socialite, and source sushi fresher than my will to live. Even if I have to elbow a koi out of the way myself, that sushi will be fresh enough to file taxes. That girl needs 3 miracles. Fire Dr. Phillips, hire someone who fights dirty, and make me the sole heir to whatever glitter-coated chaos she leaves behind. From somewhere deep inside his jacket pocket, his phone buzzed again. It was her. Also confirm the guest list, and the sushi. Don't forget, it needs to be so fresh it practically has a pulse. No funky fusion dishes, I don't need a rash. You know I hate surprises. Felix turned slowly, looking up at the sky like maybe, just maybe, the clouds would descend and slap him instead. Alley reunion. Ambience location graffiti tagged alley behind a 24-hour bodega lighting. A flickering neon sign above a dented metal door reads, Hot Deli, casting pink, green and blue glows like a busted pride flag. Sound, buzz off the fluorescent light, faint salsa music playing from inside the store, a cat hissing somewhere under a dumpster. Texture, brick walls still radiating heat from the day, sticky concrete underfoot, the scent of fold grease, cheap perfume, and Chanel no. Temperature, post-sunset summer, humid but not gross. That magic hour where sweat turns toglo. Mood genre vibe. If Killing Eve had a fashion segment hosted by a reformed Bond girl. Felix turned the corner of a graffiti-covered alley behind a bodega, panting like he'd just run the New York Marathon. His phone blinked wildly in his hand, the blue dot pulling him forward. She's here, he gasped. She has to be, then. He saw her. Stephanie stood at the end of the alley, flawless, unbothered, lip gloss catching the dirty neon light like it was her personal spotlight. Felix stumbled toward her, chest heaving. Stephanie, without even turning, you caught a glimpse of yourself again, didn't you? Felix barely breathing, mirrors are powerful. Stephanie flipping her hair, so is self-control. Felix grinning between gasps, I prefer self-celebration. Stephanie finally turned, taking him in. Sweaty, ridiculous, somehow still dressed like he might stumble onto a runway by accident. Stephanie's soft-teasing diva survival is still survival, darling. Felix mock bowing, I learned from the best. Stephanie smirked, tossing her hair like it weighed less than her standards. Come on, we've got sushi to confirm. And just like that, no big hugs, no breakdowns. They fell into step beside each other, like it was always supposed to be this way. Companion story. Episode The Defender with no confidence. A new scene about the slap, same heart, different fight. Can I ask you something? He said, voice lower now. After that slap in high school, Do you think it made your life better? Are you actually happy? Stephanie didn't flinch. She just smiled, soft, not showy. Every fabulous thing I am now, I earned. That slap? That was just the moment I stopped waiting for someone to give me permission. Then, she flipped her hair. Back in command. Now come on, we've got sushi to confirm. Felix exhaled, half laughing. You escaped a trunk using an earring. I was raised resourceful, she said, brushing imaginary dust off her shoulder. Felix whispered, You look like a Bond girl. Stephanie grinned. Correction, I am the Bond girl. They just haven't written me in yet. Felix shook his head. Detained, my ass. You just walked out of a spa. Stephanie winked. Let's go with that. Author's note. Penn's story was written because the word detained has been redefined, warped, into something it was never supposed to be. In today's world, detained can be used to justify anything from inconvenience to cruelty. Through the absurdity, resilience, and fabulous refusal of Stephanie, powered by the emotional slap magic of Felix, this word is reclaimed, reshaped, and thrown back in the world's face with rhinestones attached. Stephanie's detainment isn't neat, safe, or appropriate. It's messy, it's ridiculous. It's exactly as inappropriate as the federal government when it dares to redefine human dignity with a bureaucratic shrug. This isn't just satire. It's survival written in couture, chaos, and defiance. Kilmar Abrego Garcia, created by Luis, with a little grammar and spelling backup from AI, ChatGPT. The AI smoothed out the commas, pacing, and polish, but the voice, the heart, the survival stitched into every episode? That's all me. Felix wasn't born from code. He was born from life, from chaos, from love. Words used to be my kryptonite. Now they're my superpower. How I fight back, with humor, with heart, and just enough side-eye to survive. This font? Felix to perfection.
I'm fabulous, I'm fabulous.